welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Maybelline SuperStay Matte Liquid Lipsticks. If you do want to see a review and swatches, please keep watching. If you guys have not seen my previous video on these matte liquid lipsticks, I will link it right up here in the cards if you're interested. I swatched all 10 shades on the Maybelline SuperStay Matte Liquid Lipsticks, the City Edition. I thought I did purchase all 20 shades in this collection, but it looks like I only picked up 18 out of the 20 shades, which I definitely think is good enough for me. So let's get into the swatches. If you guys did watch my previous video last week, Ulta was having a sale on these matte liquid lipsticks. They were having buy two get one free, but I noticed this week it's only buy one get one 50% off. The first shade in the collection that we are going to be swatching is the shade in Loyalist. This is a light pinky nude shade. I definitely think this shade would wash me out. Let's see what this swatch is like. Yeah, this looks way too light pinky nude for me. I do love how pigmented these matte liquid lipsticks are. Like I did state earlier, one swipe, you get a lot of pigmentation and you don't need a lot of product. I just swiped it back and forth just to show you guys what shade this is, and I just swiped it another time when it wasn't talking. So let's see what this looks like applied to the lips. As I did state earlier, this shade in Loyalist does wash me out, so let's move on to the next shade in this collection. The next shade in the collection is called Poet. This shade might be a little bit too light on me again, but I wanted to see if I can mix these two shades like into my collection and mix it with other shades. Here we have the shade in Poet, and looks like I didn't swatch it very well, so I'm just going to do another swatch. There we go. Here's a better swatch in the shade Poet. As you guys can see, that Loyalist and Poet do look similar in shade, so this shade might wash me out as well. But let's see what this looks like applied to the lips. Again, this shade in Poet does wash me out as well. Let's move on to the next shade in the collection. The next shade in the collection is called Dreamer, and I know this is another light pinky nude shade. Let's see what this looks like applied on the lips. The next shade is called Huntress. This is number 90 in the collection. This is a gray shade. I purchased this shade because I don't have a gray shade in my collection. Well, I don't think so, at least. So let's see what this swatch is like. Very pretty, very pigmented. Let's see what it looks like applied on the lip. Before we do try on the shade in Huntress, I do want to say that I did not talk during any of these previous swatches because I wanted to show you guys what these do look like applied on my lips. Plus, I did not want to make this video super long. So let's see what the next shade in Huntress does look like applied on my lips. This shade in Huntress has that cool tone gray shade. I love this shade, you guys. It complements my skin complexion. I'm not sure where I would wear this shade out to. I'm glad to have this shade in my collection. Let's move on to the last two shades in this collection, and they're both red shades. So let's see what these look like applied to the lips. The next shade in the collection is called Heroine. This is a beautiful bright red shade. Let's see what this shade looks like. Wow, it is very bright. I'm not sure if I would like this shade, but let's see what this looks like applied on the lips. Here's a better swatch of the shade in Heroine because it looked patchy when I did it the first time. So now let's see what this looks like applied on the lips. Not as bright as I expected it to be, but it is a little bit patchy. It's not covering my dark upper lip, so I definitely had to add another layer, but it's still not enough, and I don't want it to be too goopy because when you first apply these matte liquid lipsticks, they do tend to be a little bit sticky. Afterwards, it does dry down completely matte. They do take a while to remove from your lips. That's why I use a makeup oil, a makeup wipe, and I go in with a cleanser as well for my lips. I'm actually going to go in with a third layer. But like I said, I don't want it to be too goopy. I do have to still play with it to see what my thoughts are, but so far, I'm not liking this shade. Last red shade in this collection is called Pioneer. This is a deep red shade. This is my type of shade. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Let's see what this looks like applied on the lips. One thing that I did forget to mention to you guys is that I love this doe foot applicator. I love how pointed it is and it does hug your lips. I just went ahead and applied the shade in Ruler on my lips. Currently, I will be wearing this throughout my day. Overall, you guys, I really did love all of these shades in this collection. Minus 3 shades, and let me just tell you which 3 shades that I am referring to. The 3 shades that did not complement my skin complexion were these 3 shades in Loyalist, Poet, and Dreamer. I am planning to mix these shades into some of my matte liquid lipsticks that I do have if I do want to make them a little bit lighter, like some of the darker shades that I do have in my collection. So we'll see how that goes, and I will update you guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.